Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today, and today we're going to be talking about the Philadelphia 76ers potentially re-signing Quentin Grimes. Today was reported by Bleacher Report and also Mark Stein that the Minnesota Timberwolves hope to re-sign Quentin Grimes this offseason, and Mark Stein said they eye it as a priority to re-sign Quentin Grimes, who they traded for. Gave up Caleb Martin, who was a big signing, the free agency before, and gave up a lot of draft picks in order to get Quentin Grimes. To give up a handful of second round picks in that deal. It was like 2, I believe, and that's not a handful, but they give up a couple of second round picks in that deal as well. And he goes into Philadelphia and just plays outstanding. 28 games, 25 starts, 34 minutes per game, 22 points per game, with 5 assists per game and 2 steals per game. Now, let's also note that even though he was amazing, a lot of that was without Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid, Paul George. If the goal is to get those guys all back next year and be more healthy than they were last year, as they only played. I'm not saying Joel Embiid and Paul George are going to play all 82, but I think the goal would for the big three next year to play more than they did together last year, this next season. That is not very hard to do. Those 3 guys only played 15 games with each other next season. Even though Embiid and George have a lot of injury problems, it shouldn't be hard for them to figure out how they get those 3 guys on the court for 15 games, more than 15 games next season. I think you'd shoot for at least 41 games with the 3 of them on the floor. I think you'd want Embiid to play 50, George to at least play 55, 60 games, and Maxey to play around 70, 75 games has to be the goal for the Philadelphia 76ers is at least, Embiid only played 18 last year. George only played 41. So if you can get that number up for Embiid to the point where it's up at least more than double, George is up just a little bit, and Maxey is up a little bit too because he only played 52 games. I think Philly can turn into a playoff team, but Quentin Grimes being a re-signing would definitely help them as well. Look, I think his numbers would go down if Maxey, George, and Embiid are more healthy next season, but let's not act like he's still not a good asset. This is someone who, with Dallas, was averaging 10 points per game, 4 rebounds per game, 2 assists per game, shooting 40% from 3 before the trade. Honestly, I look at Quentin Grimes, and I think that his numbers are going to be worse. So if they re-sign Quentin Grimes, this is what I believe. If they re-sign Quentin Grimes and Maxey, George, and Embiid are all back, and they're healthy, they're more healthy than they were this season, his numbers are going to be worse. But to me, I think his numbers are going to be a lot better than were in Dallas because, they have Jared McCain and they have Tyrese Maxey. Those are 2 really good guards, but it's different compared to playing next to guards like Klay Thompson, Kyrie Irving, and Luka, like Quentin Grimes was doing in Dallas this year. So there should be more opportunities for Grimes to succeed in Philadelphia and get opportunities. So I think Quentin Grimes can maybe average 14 to 16 points per game, which is 4 to 6 points per game more than what he was with Dallas, and around around 6 to 8 points less than he was with Philadelphia. But I think 15, 16, 17 points per game, if that is what he brings, is still a very good impact on it with a team that has Paul George, Joel Embiid, and Tyrese Maxey. And those numbers, honestly, those numbers might be higher if there's injuries. I'm just assuming, I'm going to give the Sixers the benefit of the doubt, which is a crazy benefit of the doubt, but I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt that they are healthier next season. I'm not saying I'd be confident in Embiid playing 50 plus or George playing 55 plus. I'd be confident saying Maxey can play 70 plus next season, but I think that they're definitely going to be more healthier than they were this season. As unreliable Joel Embiid is, he's going to play more than 18 games. As unreliable as Paul George is, he's going to play more than 41. And I'm not going to say as unreliable Maxey is, because Maxey is reliable. But with Maxey being reliable, he's going to play more than 52 games. And that's those are the games those 3 guys play next season. But honestly, the problem that this signing does cause is I don't think you can re-sign Yabusele. because Yabusele is going to be hard to re-sign alongside Quentin Grimes. Quentin Grimes is not going to be a penny. It's going to be an expensive re-signing for the Sixers. And their money gets tighter when most likely Andre Drummond, Eric Gordon, and Kelly Oubre all opt into their player options like they're expected to do. And I don't think Philly can afford both Yabusele and Quentin Grimes, so it has to be a decision. And I think Philly would possibly choose Quentin Grimes over Yabusele. But in the comment section, you guys answer this. Who would you rather see the Sixers re-sign? Quentin Grimes or Yabusele? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and peace out.